most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start with the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 39, Burrow. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down. Here's Burrow. This one caught by Ridley. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now They go play action now. Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw. By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah. Either way. You got it. I just went right past it. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Newton. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge. Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it second down. Now a give to Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Edmonds. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Newton. Looking for Inman deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 2nd down and 4. Burrow, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here to Doyle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2, ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Mario Addison. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. From the 36, Newton. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Bostic. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, and they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
This goes out right to Doyle. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Hines. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Newton on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Newton. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll check this down to Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Burrow will throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This to Hines on the drop-off. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Caught left side by Hilton. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he returns this to the 22. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds, and not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working, because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time, I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now.
2nd and 5.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Newton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Draw play, Edmonds. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Newton. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Again, Newton to keep it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Burrow.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow.
Escapes the set, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Boswell for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the defense now here back onto the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. And they descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's Newton.
Flush to his right.
And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 1st down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Cam's throw there taken in by Dorsett.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Cam to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the